you guys. So every now and again while I'm making supper, I get this idea of, oh my gosh, this would have been a great meal to do as a demo to show you how your Tupperware is used every single solitary day and how quickly you can have a meal put on the table. So as I'm making it and I'm thinking this in my head, I'm like, well, what the heck? So I didn't have time because, you know, I need to get supper on the table to set up my tripod and things that I do when I'm doing a live video. So this is just a very quick. Most of my prep was already done because by the time I thought of it, you know, supper was well on its way. So I'm going to just show you how I make a quick meal for my family, and this would be great for like after ball practice or soccer practice or volleyball practice or cheer practice or whatever practice, after school and you're crazy busy, just get home late, after work when you're crazy busy, just get home late. I'm gonna have supper on the table in, you know, roughly half hour, 45 minutes, and it's not gonna be takeout and it's not gonna be fast food, garbage, anything like that. I'm actually making a I don't even know what we're gonna call it, like a pepper steak type thing. I had gotten a roast out and it was the most bizarre cut of roast you'd ever seen in your entire life. Bones everywhere, fat everywhere. It was crazy. It was a blade roast is what it was. So I chopped it up and it just became pepper steak. But it's gonna be done in my pressure cooker. This is our microwave pressure cooker. Now I grew up around a pressure cooker, and no kidding, my dad, I think that it was his mission in life to scare us about the pressure cooker, and he would talk about how things used to blow up, and he would have like lines of spinach or whatever going up in it. And honestly, the stovetop pressure cookers, yes indeed, they were dangerous. And you know, there can be danger in anything, but I want to show you all of the safety features in our microwave pressure cooker. We had a little incident involving a pressure cooker and my son when he was first learning how to cook. I still have grease stains up in my ceiling, so we are very super duper uber careful about what kind of pressure cookers we have in the house. And until I actually researched this, I actually won this as a prize when I first became a consultant. It stayed in its box for a couple of months until I researched it, and now, oh my gosh, I can't imagine not using it. I use it at least every week. So let me tell you some of the safety features. Pressure builds up inside. The pressure on the walls gets to 8 psi, 8 pounds of pressure, okay? And yet our walls are rated for 12 pounds. So there's safety feature number one. It's not gonna be too much pressure for this. You guys, look at this. This is plastic. Look at how lightweight this is. This is so nice. Sturdy, but nice and lightweight. I'd show you, I liked that. This is the lid. It has, you know, the pressure indicator like what you're used to in a stovetop or an Instant Pot or anything like that. You know, we have got the pressure indicator. We also have a pressure release over here. Hang on, I'm so sorry, I have a cat. She thinks I'm talking to myself and she feels she needs to be here with me. Sorry. Anyhow, we have a pressure indicator, or excuse me, a pressure release valve over here. And you will actually see, if you're watching the microwave, you will see the steam come up out of there as it's releasing some of the pressure, some of the steam. So it stays at a constant 8 pounds in here. It's great, it's awesome. There is another place that releases pressure. I don't know if I can get it good enough here for you. There's like a little hole right here. It goes all the way through to the top, and the hole comes out of a locking mechanism as well. So that's just a super cool thing. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I have the steak. I've already seasoned the steak. I had already seasoned it with a garlic pepper seasoning. I had put some salt on it, and then tapioca flour for a thickener. This is one of our modular mates, guys. Love it. This is one of our squares. This is actually a square 2. This is my most favorite size that I use for virtually everything. So anyway, the tapioca flour is already in here. I've got several peppers that I already cut up. Is already in here. Now we do have a fill line in here. Let's find my fill line so I can show you. There's a max line right here. So I have to make sure that I don't go over that max line. So I'm just gonna mix. Did you see my pepper escape? Mix my beef, mix my peppers. Okay. little extra seasoning in there. I've got a stick, what do you want to call that? A finger of ginger that I'm going to grate, and I'm going to get out the grating top of our all-in-one mate. So our all-in-one mate comes with a juicer, the grater, an egg separator, and a cute little lid so that I could put it over top of this pitcher, this little 3/4 cup pitcher that can go into the refrigerator if I've got whatever left over. But right now I am just going to use the grating portion of it, and I'm just going to grate some ginger. Super quick, super easy. How are you guys liking Tupperware so far? Be sure to write any questions or comments down in the comment section, and I will come back and answer them for you. Anything in particular that you would like to see, I will show you. All right, how much do I have in there? It actually said like a teaspoon-ish, but you know, what's a teaspoon? I'm just gonna do the whole finger. Okay, now we're getting down to the woody section. So that is plenty. Almost a tablespoon. Works for me. Let's get every bit of it off of here. Okay, and then I am going to put in, did I get my water? Half a cup of water. I had my water here already measured out for something else, but that's okay. Half a cup of water we'll put in there. Half a cup of whatever you use for soy sauce. I use coconut aminos. So we're gonna put half a cup in there. And I knew that was almost empty. Real life, you know. Let's just take this off because it'll make it pour a little bit faster. Half a cup of coconut aminos or soy sauce or whatever you use is going right in there. And then my hands are all nice and wet now. There we go. A little bit of hoisin sauce. If you do not have hoisin sauce, you could just use a couple tablespoons of brown sugar if you wanted to. There we go. Now, one thing with our pressure cooker is I do want the meat to be under the liquid. It takes a little bit more liquid than like the stovetop pressure cooker or the electric pressure cooker does. Not a lot more, but a little bit more. But I also have the thickening on here, so it's perfectly fine. I don't care, it's going to thicken. So let me just see how much more liquid I need in here. Get him all squished down so he's submerged. Oh gosh, does that smell good? I don't know if I'm smelling the hoisin sauce or the garlic that I put in there, the garlic sauce, or the, it's just everything combined. Just half a titch more, not even a 1/4 of a cup more I'm putting in there. Can you guys see what I've done? So like I said, normally this would be a live video and I have a tripod set up so you can see down into what I'm doing, but this was just too good of an opportunity to pass up. So okay, I am going to put the lid on. I want you to watch when I do. Here's another safety feature. It's got a gasket just like any other pressure cooker does so that it seals. It seals nice and tight. There's arrows that I'm going to line up. Did you see it go down? Lock it into place and then click, lock it. Now this is going to go in the microwave for half an hour. I'm not going to make you sit here and wait for me for half an hour, but let me get this into the microwave and I'm going to come right back and show you the next thing. Okay. And that's all there is for the main part of it, but next I need to put this over top of something, so I'm going to put it over rice. Now mind you, I was already doing meal prep here, already getting ready for supper, so I already have my rice in here. I rinsed it, so now it's stuck together because I rinsed it and let it sit here for a minute. This is our microwave rice cooker. You guys, this is awesome. We eat a lot of rice at my house because we don't eat a lot of potatoes. One of us has a potato allergy, so we eat a lot of rice. So I can make rice on the stove, I can make rice in the electric rice cookers, I can make rice in the oven. I'm not a big fan of making rice, any of those methods. My most favorite method had been the making it in the oven, but that would be like for super large batches. And it heats up the house, plain and simple, it heats up the house. But on the stove, I would run out of water and it would be burnt. Or I'd run out of water and it would still be crunchy, it wouldn't be done yet. Or it would boil over because it was starchy. And with my electric rice cooker, you know, the steam would keep coming up and up and up, telling me that it was still cooking. And I said, surely it's got to be done. I'd open it up and it would be stuck. I don't have this issue with this. I have a perfect pot of rice every time. So I've got my rice in here. I rinsed it just to get some of the starch off. I got to be watching for my maximum fill line here. Hang on just a second. There we go. I used my spoon. So what this does, you know that rice is cooked, there we go, rice is cooked by steam. This keeps all of the steam right in your pot. It's incredibly very lightweight. This is the top piece of it. See the little two eyeballs right here? This goes on top and the steam comes out through those two little eyeballs, those two little snake eyes. It catches into this reservoir and it goes right back down inside the pot, and it keeps it nice and moist, and you have a perfect pot of rice every time. And yes, it comes with instructions for all sorts of types of grains, not just rice. I make quinoa in here all the time. There are vent holes all around here. You may, depending on how well you rinsed your rice off, get some starchy on here. Very rarely do I anymore. So what I'm gonna do now is I've got this all ready to go. When the pressure cooker comes out, the pressure has to release, and it's gonna take roughly 10 minutes, maybe 15, I'm expecting 10 really, for the pressure to come down. In that time period, as soon as I take the pressure cooker out of the microwave and have it sitting here for the pressure to come down, I'm gonna put my rice right into the microwave. So it'll take 20 minutes, all totaled, grand totaled, for the rice in the microwave. So by the time the pressure comes down and I have, you know, everybody up to the table, the rice will be done and ready to go. And that's all there is to it, and I will have supper ready. It's taken a little bit longer because I'm talking, and I'm sure you've noticed I talk with my hands. But that is it. There is one super quick way to get a healthy meal on the table quickly. I will see you guys soon.